Today we will look at distribution strategies. I'm waiting for. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram as well. So John is the first person to be here. John, please take a screenshot and tell people to join. We're live on all the platforms. So let's look at distribution strategy for your business. Whatever it is that you sell, you and I know that it is critically important that we master distribution. Those of you on Instagram, please, can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Instagrammers, can you hear me? Providence, can you hear me? I just want to double check if you can hear me on Instagram. Can you hear me on Instagram? Okay, they said yes, they can hear me. Okay, great. All right, so this is a short mini course that I just developed. It's called Powerful Distribution Lessons from Nigerian Banks that you can apply to your business. All right, so let's start. According to Peter Thiel, one of the co-founders of PayPal, he made a statement. He said, superior sales and distribution by itself can create a monopoly even with no product differentiation. He says superior sales and distribution by itself can create a monopoly for your business even if you don't have a clear difference from your competition. So stop obsessing over the packaging of your product, which is good. Focus on getting your product in front of your customers. Distribution is sales. Distribution is sales. Our case study here is on Nigerian banks. If you are in Africa, all right, you would realize something about the Nigerian banks. They have a serious distribution network that perhaps other industries do not have. Now, Nigerian banks identified a critical gap, a demand for banking services that exceeded the supply for those banking services. In other words, they had more demand for banking services, but fewer branches. Did you get that? There are too many customers, but fewer branches. So that's why they started all these banks like MoneyPoint and OPay. They now started what is called agency banking. Agency banking is, you know, those people, those small POSs, they're even in your village right now as we speak. When I went to bury my mother in 2023 in Delta State, in Warri, in my mother's village, there were POS machines there. Yes. And there was no bank office there, no bank branch there. So that is the power of distribution. All right. So ask yourself, where is your demand outpacing your supply? Where is it that in your business, right, people are demanding for your business, but the supply is not much? Where is it in your business whereby the demand for your product is higher than the supply for your product? That is one thing that you can. I'm going to come very soon on how you can even apply this in the digital world. Number two, Nigerian banks identified a critical gap. Demand for banking services exceeded their supply. So this is what we call demand asymmetry, whereby the demand is higher than the supply. So they created, agency banking. Now, sorry, number three, if customers can't come to you, you will have to go to them. Now, agency banking flipped the script. Instead of expecting customers to travel all the way to come to the bank branches, what did they do? They gave POS machines to young people in the neighborhoods to do banking transactions. In fact, they did what James Clear in his book Atomic Habits called habit stacking. What do I mean by that? And these guys are smart. They just said to themselves, you know what? In every community, there's a barbing salon, right? In every community, there's a place where people play the lottery. So why don't we give all those people who have a barbing salon a POS machine, right? They already have the traffic. In every community, there's a place where they sell food. They already have the traffic. Why don't we give them the POS machines whereby, as they are selling their traditional product and services, they will put the POS down. People can withdraw money. People can make a deposit. People can make a withdrawal. And that is the explosion of the agency banking that we are all seeing today. Did you get that? Right? Next, if you want to increase your distribution in your product, you want to study models of ubiquitous distribution. There are organizations and structures that have deep distribution strategy already. Look at churches, for example. For example, the RCCG Church, the Redeemed Christian Church of God. You bear witness with me that even in your village, there is a Redeemed Christian Church of God branch. True or false? Can I get a witness on Instagram? Type it, say yes. If there's a Redeemed Christian Church of God in your village, say yes. There is in my village. So they have a deep distribution. I want to see it on the comment section, even on YouTube, guys, on YouTube. If there's a Redeemed Christian Church of God in your village, all right, tell me yes. There's a Redeemed Christian Church of God in your village. Yes, yes. Jessica says yes, yes. I am Fidel Mark said yes. Great. So those are distribution places that we can learn a lot from. Do you guys, if someone say every 5 minute walk, I like that, I like that, I like that. Do you guys know that? Guys, if you're enjoying this, can you do me one favor? Take a screenshot of this, put it in your stories, and say, "Oh, I'm in a masterclass with Paul on distribution strategy. It's free. You can join. Please, that'll be good." Let's continue. Do you know that it was Redeemed Christian Church of God that Money Point looked at? Tosin Enyolorunda said in one interview that he just studied the Redeemed Christian Church of God, that they have a great model, that everywhere you turn to, you see a Redeemed Church. So he said, if I can have such a good distribution network, I can grow my business. The next thing that you want to study on distribution is politicians. How many of you notice that during elections, the politicians are everywhere? Their agents are everywhere. They are in every corner, every nook and cranny of Nigeria. Let me ask you a question. Imagine if your product is in every nook and cranny of Nigeria, just as they do it during the election. Do you know that even if you don't have a great product, you will win the market because you are more distributed than the competition? Someone say, I hear you. Come on, guys, type a comment if you're getting blessed by this. Are you learning something from this? All right. So you want to over-index on distribution. Money Point's distribution network is so deep that observers joke at their agent and say their agents can actually win an election. So you want to make distribution your obsession. You want to ask yourself questions like, where are you currently selling? Number two, where else can you sell your product? Apart from Instagram, where else can you sell your product? Can you sell it on Facebook groups? Can you sell it on Telegram groups? Have you tried the Telegram group? Have you tried Pinterest? Have you tried an email list? Have you tried organizing an event? The next thing you want to ask is Odette Decor. Odette Decor is my admin. Well done, Odette. Good. Merry Christmas. She's an amazing woman. You guys should follow her. Next question you want to ask yourself is, who is already doing business with your target clients? That's another good distribution question you want to ask yourself. Who is already doing business with your target customers? I mean, look at it. Money Point says that in every community, there is a barbing salon. So the members of that the owner of that barbing salon, people that come and cut their hair in that barbing salon, they are already customers of Money Point. So what did Money Point do? They just dropped a Money Point POS with the owner of the barbing salon. So the owner of the barbing salon is also making money as well. Did you get that? So question you want to ask yourself is, who is currently doing business with people that you should be with people that you want to do business with? All right. I remember once there's a lady called Niger Brown Chick. She has a big following on social media. I wanted to promote one of my online courses. And I told her that I want her to talk about it. I paid her for her to talk about it on our Instagram. And she talked about it on that Instagram. I made the money back that I paid her for her to talk about it. You know why? Because I said to myself, she's already talking to my target market. Did you get that? So always ask yourself, who is already doing business with the people that I want to do business with, and how can I partner with them? Can I pay them to have access to them? Yeah. So you can apply this in even the digital space. When I create any piece of content, I distribute it everywhere because I know that content on its own is good. But if you don't distribute it, no way. I have close to 12,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I make money from YouTube. But I don't just depend on YouTube to grow my subscriber base. No, I put it on my newsletter. I put it on my WhatsApp status. I drop it in WhatsApp groups that I belong to. I drop it in Telegram groups. I talk about it at events that I speak at. 5 distribution points. And I'm actually waiting for more. And that is the only way you are going to sell anything to anybody, right? So I just developed a mini online course. If you enjoyed it, I have a mini online course I just developed. It's fresh. It's called Distribution, Your Unfair Advantage. Now, I have a paid newsletter called The 4 Letters. All right. I'm doing a 30% Christmas discount for anybody who signs up for my newsletter today. 30% discount, right? If you sign up my paid newsletter, I think it's less than $10, $11, right? Something like that. Not expensive. Every month, I'll do a webinar with everybody who signed up for that every single month. You get 50% discount for all my courses. I will give you 4 of my webinars for free. My past webinars on sales that people paid like $300 for. I'll give it to you for free. You get all my books, all of them for free. If you want to take advantage of this promo, click on the link on my Instagram bio right now. The first link you see, click on it. You see it, 30% discount. 30% discount. If you do that right now, I will message you personally. All right. So take advantage of the discount. It's a 30% discount right now for the online course I just developed called how to have a distribution advantage over your competition. All right, great. Is there any question? Do you have any questions, please? Any question? Any question on distribution, please? I'd like to answer those questions. Any question on distribution? Do you have any question on product distribution, especially on the online space? I'd love to answer it before we call this class a wrap. Great. If you don't have any question, that's also fine. So you can take advantage of the online course I just developed. Click on the link on my bio and take advantage. But do you have any questions around sales and marketing?